7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Are you ready?
This is Andre Porter, representative for Speaker TV. Speaker TV, where we encourage you to speak your greatness into existence. As promised, I got an exclusive interview for you. Make sure you have your pen and paper ready. Make sure you get ready to speak your greatness into existence. Today, my guest is gonna be none other than Miss Leslie Nesbitt. She's popularly known as the Skin God. She's been doing some amazing things out there. She's a serial entrepreneur. She's a philanthropist, a humanitarian. She's also a mother. And during this pandemic, she has a lot of information that she would like to share with you. So without further ado, let me try and get the boss lady on the lines. Hello. Hi, good afternoon. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Live here, right here on Speaker TV, podcast for entrepreneurs. We have none other than the boss lady, Miss Leslie Nesbitt. Before we get into the interview, let me ask you this. How have you been dealing with this corona pandemic?
Man, so I'm on two different sides of this whole pandemic thing. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, so I'm on two different sides of this whole pandemic thing. So my partner is the CMO of Harlem Hospital. So I'm dealing with it on that side. So I get the blunt of what's going on with, you know, the infectious rates and the people who are suffering. And then on my side, I'm also dealing with, because I'm an entrepreneur, I don't have the luxury of having a support system, you know, so I have to pretty much be the support system for my employees. So it's difficult, but through these times, especially as an entrepreneur, you have to become very resourceful and you have to become extremely innovative and you have to come up with all kinds of ideas, which should have been in the pipeline. If you are an entrepreneur a long time ago, all you had to do is pretty much just press the button on it. And that's what I've been doing.
Wow, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. All right, so let me ask you this. Let's jump right into it. What are some of the things that you've been doing as an entrepreneur to sustain your business throughout this pandemic to move forward?
So as an entrepreneur, I have one of my best friends, Cindy Sue, and she has pretty much been one of the pillars of my success. And she said to me, you know, Leslie, you have to figure out how to make money while you're sleeping. So 5 years that has been in my mind, how to make money while you sleep. Because if you have a brick and mortar, if your brick and mortar is only from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., then that's all the bulk of your money. So I had to figure out how to make money 24 hours. So those things have been out there, and through the different business ventures I've had, fortunately I have income coming in. So, but that made me also wanted to push the button on my brick and mortar, and how can I be of service without you coming in to get service.
Wow, I like that. It's very seldom that we hear people giving, you know, honor unto those who have so-called, you know, show them the way or shed the light. Let's elaborate a little bit more on your friend Cindy before we get into your interview. What are some of the other influences that she has had in your life towards structuring your business, so you can also share these with other aspiring entrepreneurs to structure their business also?
Absolutely. So my friend Cindy comes from a privileged background. She's Asian. She's from Korea, and she has maybe a long line of generational wealth. Unfortunately for me, I had to learn this all on my own. But fortunately, I met Cindy, and she was able to pass down a lot of her knowledge from the best schools that she went to her father and her grandfather that instilled a lot of the things in her that I wasn't as fortunate to receive. So I pretty much held on to her coattail as she gave me all of these things to do. When I met her, I actually met her as a client, and we became friends. And she said to me, Leslie, I see what you have going on here, and it's really nice, but where do you see yourself? So I said, I see myself as being like the Zara of beauty, the Zara of skincare. And she said, well, I can help you do that. And that's how we forged our friendship from there. And, I don't have the money, because in order to pay Cindy, you need at least $30,000 an hour with her. And so we started bartering, which is the oldest system in the book, barter.
I like that. I like that. I like that. All right, now, let me ask you this. First questions first. What inspired you to become an entrepreneur?
It all happened by accident. It all happened by accident.
Explain that. Explain that for me.
So I believe I was always entrepreneurial. I started my first company when I was 19. Decline that. I started my first company when I was 19. It was a flower shop, and it was a brick and mortar flower shop. It was on 102nd Street and 2nd Avenue, and that at least gave me the how to open up a business, the basics, how to get your business license, how to incorporate, how to, the things you need in order to put in that establishment. So at 19, I've learned the basics of the business. And then I opened up my first day spa when I was 21. So I closed down the flower shop. I had a girlfriend. My girlfriend could
Wow, wow. Hold on. Back up a little bit. Back up a little bit. So you started your first day spa at age 21.
At 21, I had a 2,500 square foot day spa. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Listen, people, before we even go any further, make sure you have your pen, make sure you have your paper. She's ready to spit some gems right now. You get what I'm saying? So if you're an inspiring entrepreneur, have your pen and paper ready. If you are an entrepreneur, have your pen and paper ready. If you're already successful, have your pen and paper ready. All right. So let's continue, Miss Nesbitt. So at 21, what were some of the biggest obstacles?
Lord.
What were some of the biggest obstacles that you faced in starting your business?
Well, the first thing I can tell anyone who wants to start their own business is to learn on somebody else's dime.
Well, explain, elaborate on that for me.
Thing. Okay, so when I opened up my first day spa at 21, there was a lot of things that I didn't know. So I learned the business by being in the business. So, and I had that establishment for 5 years.
Okay.
So when I had that establishment, I used to brag on, I had a day spa for 5 years and I had over 5,000 clients. In my current business, I have tripled that amount in the same amount of years that I've had. So what I've learned with myself to open up my first day spa is that I've learned patience. One of the biggest obstacles, one of the biggest triumphs that I faced is the day that I opened. My grand opening was Mother's Day, and I went into the business with a partnership. And there was this girl I was friends with for a very, very, very long time, and she didn't put any money in, but I needed the help, and she was really good with calculating money. So I said, come in, you're my best friend, let's split everything down the middle. You don't have to bring anything, and, we can do this. I don't know what happened, but the day that we opened, the day that I finally opened, I opened up the office, and everything was completely wiped out of it.
What?
Yeah. So I had to run to Rite Aid and make some miracles happen.
Wow.
He took everything. Took everything and threatened me, took me to court, but I won. And that was the first sign of, good Lord, this is not easy. Leslie, do it by yourself. And so I triumphed through that. And unfortunately, the location is very important when you want to establish something. And I thought that I would bring something new and fresh into the neighborhood that I grew up in. And I realized that that neighborhood was not ready for that type of, you know,
So
type of, right.
they weren't ready to embrace your vision yet.
No, not yet, not
All
yet.
right.
But I
So
kept going.
let me ask you this. Dermal. Talk to us. Tell us about Dermalux.
Dermalux. Oh, so Dermalux is a new platform. It's a multi skincare platform that you can have in your practice, especially if you own your own skincare practice. It's a multi-level platform that enables you to treat all types of skin, and it's modern. It's modern. So that's the most important thing I like about Dermalux. I've been doing this for over 20 years, and I try to always figure out ways how to help my fellow estheticians that are coming into this industry, especially with equipment. I'm like a scientist. I'm like a scientist and a chemist. That's how I went into the medical aspect of beauty, which is a little bit more challenging because you're dealing with pharmaceuticals and cosmeceuticals. But I wanted to create a platform that my fellow estheticians will be able to achieve financial independence, but also provide luxury skincare services for their clients as well. So Dermalux is an amazing platform.
Wow, I like that. I like that. I like that. So after Dermalux, I see you have the Universal Skincare Institute. Tell us about the Universal Skincare Institute.
So I've always been a teacher in the industry, and because I've been doing it for so long, it's like I tell my students all the time, the reason that I became a beauty expert is because I've been doing this consistently for 20 years. I didn't stop this and go into nursing, went into mechanics, went into other things. For 20 years, I've consistently been in beauty and been in skincare, not really in makeup, not in hair, but consistently been in skincare. So through my practices of being entrepreneur, I realized that a lot of estheticians come out of school and they are not fully equipped with all of the things that they need to know, all of the knowledge that they need to know. So I said to myself, okay, let me create the Universal Skincare Institute for those who want to advance their aesthetic career, but also for doctors that want to come into to aesthetics as well. So we also work with nurses and doctors, and we also work with aesthetics graduates as well. So it's an institute that fosters everyone that are looking to advance their profession.
Wow, I like that. I like that. And is that what the Leslie Nesbitt Skin Group or Beauty Group is about?
Well, no. The Leslie
That's hold on. Let me get this clear. So the Leslie Nesbitt Beauty Group, that's a different entity?
That's a whole different entity. That's a whole
Wow. Okay, tell us about that. Tell us about the Ellen Beauty Group.
So the Leslie Nesbitt Beauty Group, through my career, is like things keep rolling out. Once you keep going with your passions and keep doing the things that you like, you realize that it creates a snowball effect. So all of these things keep rolling out into this huge, ginormous snowball. So the Leslie Nesbitt Beauty Group is it's a service that we provide. We're a partnership, and we help those inspiring to start their own skincare products. So we can help you with pharmaceuticals, and we can help you with cosmeceuticals as well. So
wait. Hold on, boss lady. One second, boss lady. I'm trying to break this down because I know a lot of people at home right now. You know, it's a coronavirus, so a lot of people are looking for other ways. You know, and this is also another way you can create another stream of income. You know, which we'll get into later. But you're saying that you can help people. So let's say that Tanya in Canada or Marsha down in Jamaica or Denise in Ireland, you know, wants to come up with a skincare product. How can you help them make that dream a reality?
Oh, that is so easy. It's something I do every day. So what I do, I take their concept, whatever they had in mind, right? And not only that we develop the product, but we also have testing done to the product to make sure that it's efficient. So it's not like
Wow.
some mom and pop that's stirring up some shea butter in their kitchen. No, we
Wow.
we make sure that we do testing on this product in at least 200 to 1,000 people to make sure that the product is results driven. So you have an idea. We can take that idea and make sure that the ingredients in it are effective and efficient and do what it's supposed to do, not as all the hype. And then we also take the products through a laboratory process where it's then developed. It's not like, okay, 10 scoops of this and 10 scoops of that. It's in your kitchen. We don't know what's contaminated in your kitchen. All of this is done in a laboratory process. And we also are backed by Harvard. So our chemist that put this all together is a double chemist from Harvard, Dr. Mark Simoli.
Wow. Wow. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Wow. It's very refreshing to speak to a woman who is so eloquent about business, and this is what we need, especially in this time. Everybody is trying to become a restaurateur or,
And nothing is wrong with that.
No, nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong with that. But we need more women such as yourself in other areas, in other aspects, because you have younger princesses, and younger princes who are learning and want to branch off, but they don't have someone of your caliber to share these kind of information with them, to inspire and motivate them to become more than they dream.
Right. That is true. And that's why I try my best to always reach back as best as I can. And that's how I formed the I Love Skin Foundation, so that we can kind of help people, because through my experiences and I realized that we're all connected, especially now during this pandemic that's going on. We're so connected. And, I thought that I wasn't good enough because when I first started, I was one of the few Blacks in my industry. And I put myself backwards and put my medical director forward, who is Asian, so that it looks better. And through that, I realized that, just speaking to the clients from all different races and all different backgrounds, that we have the same goals, we have the same fears, and we have the same drives. And if we all can learn to live as people and diminish all of the things that separates us, then we'll be so much more better as a people. Just to help.
I like that. I like that, boss lady. I like that. Round of applause for you again. I have to give you another round of applause because I like what you said. So here you are as an entrepreneur, right? You're stepping up from 21 years old and open up your first day spa to getting into the bigs league now, right? And you're going to put somebody else to be the face of your business because you know that with that person, your business is able to grow much further and branch off and be more successful. I like that because a lot of other people think like that. They have to get the glamour. They have to get the glory. You're trying to show them that you don't have to be the boss and be upfront. You can be in the background and make things happen. I like that. Run another round of applause. So tell us about this doctor that has been so famous and doing so much magnificent things in New York.
My medical director, Dr. Stephen Wong.
Oh, wow, Dr. Stephen Wong. I like that name. Tell us about him.
So Dr. Stephen Wong has been practicing medicine for over 30, almost 40 years now. He's been practicing aesthetic medicine for over 20 years. He started in the 80s because his background is ophthalmology, and Botox is one of the main components that we use in aesthetics now. But he's been using Botox in the 80s in infants to correct cross eye. So he's been experimenting with now what we use as aesthetic medicine and using that in the medical world a very, very long time ago. He's so good. He has an eye. And because he worked with his background being in ophthalmology, he's been working with the eye for so long, which is so intricate. He has really embraced me. Dr. Wong is my mentor because he has given me the cushion that I need in order to support my dreams. And he has supported my dreams financially, emotionally, and any way you can think of as a Black woman. You hardly get that.
Wow.
And I used to
Wow.
work for Dr. Wong.
Wow.
I met Dr. Wong by working for him. I used to work for Dr. Wong. And now Dr. Wong, you know how it goes.
I like that. I like that. I like that. So, okay. Let me go back. So first there was Cindy, all right, and then there's Dr. Wong.
Dr. Wong, the Asian.
Yeah, Asian. I like that. What I like is that you're showing gratitude. You know,
Absolutely.
and not a lot of people show gratitude. It's always best to show gratitude to your teachers, people who've opened doors for you, people who've done things for you, because it also shows that you appreciate and respect the blessings and legacy that they've bestowed upon you. So I like that. I like that. What the 4Fs? What is the 4Fs? Formula for flawless skin.
Oh, Formula for Flawless Skin. So Formula for Flawless Skin is a product that I developed through the Leslie Nesbitt Beauty Group. And it's a skincare system that helps you to achieve flawless skin on your whole entire body. So that is what the Formula for Flawless Skin is. What I realized through my years of practice is that everybody pretty much wants to have flawless skin. They don't want wrinkles, and they don't want any spots or dark marks or any discoloration variation on their skin at all. And that's how I was able to develop the Formula for Flawless Skin. So the Formula for Flawless Skin is a skincare system that's pretty much customized for the individual.
Okay, and before we get any further, give us your locations, please.
We have 2 brick and mortar locations. One is Midtown.
Make sure your pen is working, people. Make sure your pen is working. It's not one location, it's 2.
We have 2 locations. One is in Midtown, 470 7th Avenue. That's right across from Macy's Herald Square. And then we have one on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. That's on 83rd and between 2nd and 3rd, 230 East 83rd. And all this information can find on our website, lavish-nyc.com. We used to be Lavish Laser, but now we are Lavish. We dropped that because I realized through marketing, people want to have one thing, Lavish, and that's what we left it as.
I like that. I like that. I like that. EPI Magazine.
Epi Magazine. So Epi Magazine has to do with everything that has to do with the epithelial tissue. So the epithelial tissue is the surface of the skin that you see. There's 3 levels of tissues, and there's the dermis, the subcutaneous, and the epidermis. So Epi's Magazine resolves everything that has to do with skin and skin care, both medical and cosmeceutical. So in Epi Magazine, we talk about surgical services, we talk about skin services, and we talk about skincare products and the different innovations that that's to look forward to, and what's going on now in the skincare industry. That's Epi Magazine.
Wow. Look, question. What motivates you?
People motivates me. My girlfriend Cindy, the same one that inspires me. I haven't traveled a lot in my lifetime because I had 2 children before I became 18. So because of that, I was pretty much trying to figure out my life and trying to figure out a life for them. Now my daughters are 21 and 23 now, and they are, spectacular. But I would say they motivated me more than anything because I had to figure out a way out of no way. So through that, I was able to meet people and connect people. But what motivates me now is what Cindy says. Cindy says, your eyes can only go as far as they can see. And you can see
Wait. Repeat that for me again.
Your eyes can only go as far as they can see.
Wow. And what does that mean?
All over the world.
What does that mean? What does that mean to you?
So to me, what I was kind of living through her eyes because I wasn't a traveler. She stayed at the best hotels. She lived the best life. She traveled first class all the time. So because I didn't grow up that way, I wasn't able to see what first class looked like. I didn't know what the Ritz-Carlton looked like in France. And through her eyes, and she's seen so much, she was able to give me a sense of what luxury really looks like and what luxury really means. And so what I took that on my own by now my recent days of traveling, I was able to see what other people are doing and how they was able to do it and bring back those ideas and help to kind of manipulate and change minds up and make it better. So you have to be able to actually experience what other people are doing in order for you to see where the niche is, where your niche should be. And through that, you'll be able to develop something or become better. You can't stay in your own comfort zone because you only can grow as far as your eyes can see. And you also have to feel. You can't just turn on TV and think you know it all or read a book and think you know it all. You actually have to be able to experience it.
Wow, I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. Before we get into the next product, 50% off Happy Hour Skin.
50% off Happy Hour. We're also we're developing an app called Happy Skin Hour as well. And it kind of works as like there's an app now called, what is it called? It's like a workout app. And you can go to different gyms and choose whichever one you want to go to. Well, the Happy Hour app you'll be able to choose whatever spa. So we're going to incorporate all of the skincare spas, and we're going to develop a happy hour for them, and that's going to help to push more people. So happy hour is a time where you can always get bargain, just a bargain at that time between the hours of 1 and 3. But the Happy Skin Hour app, we will join with all of the spas all over the world and include them in that, where they can offer, and we'll help them to promote their business by offering happy hour as well.
So let me get this. Let me see if I have this correct. So this Happy Skin Hour, it's not only for your 2 locations in Manhattan. It's a global initiative.
Yes.
Wow, y'all doing it big.
Yeah, we're trying over here.
I like that. I like that. I love skin. I love skin. Tell us about I Love Skin.
So I Love Skin was developed because I was told that I was not good enough to do anything and I was never going to become anything in life. I was adopted into a family that didn't believe in supporting their children or encouraging their children to become the best that they can. I was always looked down on and spoke bad on and about and to. And because of that, I was always timid and afraid to be. And I Love Skin was developed through that. Like I said, I was afraid to be the forefront because coming in big old Manhattan, where all the white folks are, you think that they're not going to accept you. And I realized through being with all of these wonderful clients that I am accepted. And I want everybody to know that I'm accepted. So I Love Skin, the logo of I Love Skin is the Fitzpatrick scale. And the Fitzpatrick scale is in beauty, it tells you all the different variations and how to group them, all the different skin types in the world and how to group them. So we took the Fitzpatrick scale and we put it in a heart symbol. So wherever you see that the Fitzpatrick scale heart symbol of I Love Skin, you know that you're accepted here. You'll feel comfortable. Just like when you see the rainbow flag, you instantly think if you're a gay person that you're accepted there. Once you see that I Love Skin symbol, you know that you're welcome here. You're free from judgment. You're free from bias. And discrimination is real. And I've experienced it through my practice, through my 20 years of practicing. And so that I Love Skin is just a symbol of equality. It's a symbol of acceptance. And it's a symbol that of hope that we all can be one.
Wow. She left me speechless. I like that. Let me ask you this. What is your biggest inspiration?
My biggest inspiration, I wasn't really those who get inspired by, but my biggest inspiration is just being able to wake up every day and get the chance and able to do it. I pray a lot. And I got to tell people, if you really want to make it out there, you got to go to the stuff maker, the stuff giver. And the stuff giver is our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. So in order to really become who you need to become, number one, you got to be prayed up. It's so important. Number two, you got to learn how to be humble. Number three, you got to learn how to listen and take heed from those above you who kind of learn just by experience. So I kind of take life as a motivator, the opportunity to wake up and do it again. And that's pretty much what my motivation is.
Wow. Right now, everything is like saddened by economically, the business people. What word of advice do you have for entrepreneurs and business owners out there as we try to get over this pandemic?
Okay, so an entrepreneur is someone who stepped out on the limb in order to facilitate whatever dreams that they had. And sometimes you got to go back to square one. You got to go back to what got you in the first place. So you can't lose hope. You can't lose hope. You got to be resourceful, and through that, you will find ways, And don't forget to meditate, pray. Sometimes, things get gloomy. It does for everybody. The last couple of days, because I'm always out. I'm never home. I get home 3:00 in the morning. I go to sleep 3:00 in the morning. It's like I'm up 24 hours. And so because I'm not able to see people and touch people and hug people, for me, I got sad for, the past couple of days. But, you just always got to figure out how to get yourself out of that, figure out what motivates you and keep going. But don't be discouraged. And also a setback is a great opportunity for a comeback.
Facts.
So don't be mad or don't be disappointed if you do have to close. Just come back out of it with another bang. I've closed several of businesses. The greats have failed several times before they finally got it. And I still don't think I got it. I'm trying to make things work every day like everyone else.
Definitely. Let me ask you this. Tell us 3 things that makes Leslie Nesbitt happy.
Ooh, happiness is a choice. Happiness is a choice. I can tell you a whole bunch of things that make me happy, that could make me happy. But at the end of the day, do they really, really, really make you happy? No, a Birkin bag don't make me happy. You buy it, it's that rush, you get that high, and then all of a sudden you're like, it's just a handbag, it's just leather, But what makes me happy is seeing people happy. And, my partner said to me just the other day, we was talking, and he is the CMO of Harlem Hospital, and he is not shaken by a lot of things that drive so many people. And he goes, Leslie, I've seen the most wealthiest wish they can give everything just for another breath of life, And so things do not make me happy. What makes me happy is people, seeing people happy. And I guess that's what drives me to do this every day, by seeing people say, yes, I did it. Yes, I'm happy. Yes, I'm satisfied. Yes, I have confidence. And that's pretty much what drives me. That's what makes me happy. You said 3 things. Okay, so that's one.
I like that. The Skin God is in the building right here on Speaker TV. Speaker TV, where we encourage you to speak your greatness into existence. Boss lady, let me ask you this. So let's say you have a young man or a young woman out there, that's been listening to your interview, and they're like, wow, I want to be like her one day, What word of advice would you give to them? What give them 3 steps to take to head into the right direction?
Well, number 1, there can only be one Leslie. There can only be one Oprah. There can only be one Andre Porter. So you can't really want to be like me. I never wanted to be like anyone, ever. I just wanted to be a better version of myself every day. So first of all, the number 1 thing, you have to know what you like. I believe that everybody is destined for greatness, and we all have some type of gift. So you have to kind of figure out what that gift is. And once you figure out what that gift is, then it will lead you to your purpose. That's all. I just help to give you the tools in order to make it easier, only because I fell so many times. I can give you some advice and some tools for you to get there. But you have to come with passion first. You have to love it first. Because guess what? If not, you're going to be jumping on everybody's bandwagon that sounds good. You're going to be in hair one day, skincare another day, fixing cars, selling insurance, selling houses. You got to start with the packages first.
Facts, 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 all facts, no cap right there. I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it. Next question, right? I know I have after this I have two more questions. I ain't trying to take much of your time. I know time is money. Speaking about money, what advice do you have for people who were not able to go to work because they were classified as non-essential?
Uh-huh.
What word of advice do you have to give them to build a residual income during this time when they have the time?
Well, it depends on what you're into, because if you're not into it, you're not going to be motivated. Like I said, do it for the interest first, do it for the love first, and the money will come. Just like Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is just successful because he loves what he does. He loves numbers. Unfortunately, he gets paid a lot of money for it, and money just came to him. But you got to love what you do first. So whatever you do, there's so many different things. For instance, I have an online business called Glutenex. And Glutenex, we have online sales reps. So you can come onto the Glutenex platform, and you don't have to have any of the product in your home. And once somebody buys, we give you 20% and we ship off the product. And that's a way for you to help build in, money while you're at home if you're into beauty and skincare.
Man, I need me a slice of the pie. How do I sign up? How do I sign up? How do I sign up? Because I know a lot of people right out there, and people get those pen and papers again. You know what I mean? Time to take down some information again right now. So let's say somebody will want to become a rep. How do they go about that?
So you log on to glutenex.com. That's www.glutenex.com. You click the link that says sales rep, and you fill out your form and join the team. And then Marsha Thompson, who is a medical device rep, she's also Glutenex National Sales Director, and she will get in contact with you and she'll set you up with a code. Once you have that code, anytime somebody purchase through you and through your code, then you can log into the back end of your system and you will be able to see all of the purchases that was made towards you, and then your check comes to you in the mail.
Wow, I like that. All right, so people, listen, I know a lot of y'all saying, wow, that sounds good, that sounds easy, because I have been home, money tight right now. I don't even know if I'm going to have a job when job time come back. So, this Glutenex thing sounds real good. Explain to us real quick, boss lady, in 1 minute, what exactly is Glutenex again? Give us a recap.
So Glutenex, what we discovered at Glutenex is that, like I said, in beauty, everybody wants skin clarity, and there's a lot of people who is dealing with real life skincare issues, and most of us colored folks have a lot of skincare variation. We're light in one area, dark on one area, ingrown hairs, all kinds of uneven skin tones. So with the power of glutathione right now is the mega of antioxidants, but it's also a melanin suppressor. So what it does, it helps to suppress melanin in order for your skin cells to rejuvenate and your natural skin color to come pretty much shine through that. So hydroquinone is what a lot of the people, in the Caribbean and all over the world, the Africa and India, and has been using this bleaching. And skin bleaching has been linked to cancer. That's why it's been pulled off the shelves so much. People don't know, once you use the bleaching cream and go into the sun and bleaching don't mix. So that hydroquinone helps to diminish skin cells and make you more susceptible to the UV rays, and the UV rays is what causes skin cancer. So glutathione is alternative to help to lighten and brighten the skin and help to diminish pigmentation. So Glutenex is an extraordinary product. It comes in a capsule form, so it's actually a supplement. So especially during this coronavirus, it helps, it's filled with antioxidants. It's the mother of all antioxidants. So it helps to build up your antibodies. But not only that, it helps to clear your skin. So it has the supplements that work from the inside and out, but we also have a melanin blocking sun stick that helps to protect you from the sun while you're using the supplements and the day cream, night cream, and the mask sheets.
Question, boss lady. Question, cause all right. So a man like me, right? Cause sometimes I go to the barber, and maybe sometimes I get an ingrown here, or you get a pimple and you squeeze it, and it leaves a mark on your face. You know what I mean? Does this product help to
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, and it's all natural. It's all natural and it's really good ingredients. And it's not something that I made in my kitchen. It's all laboratory tested.
No,
And it's
we know this
proven.
love of style of skin, Dr. Nesbitt.
So it's definitely tested and proven to work. It's not something that we just put out there because we want to put it out there. We want to make sure that the products that we put out there are, that it works, and it definitely will work for you. You just got to be patient. It takes about 28 days for the skin cells to turn over. So you need to wait at least 28 days to really see results. And like I said, it's all natural. It's not hydroquinone that's going to damage you.
Wow, I like it. I want to get some of this product. Please, I would definitely appreciate. I'm gonna be the test rabbit out here, all right, people. So within, all right, so it takes within a few time, because delivery kind of slow right now. But as soon as I get my delivery, people, I'm gonna go on Facebook Live, you know what I mean, and I'm gonna start putting it on, so y'all can see the results, Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. This has been an amazing conversation. I got a round of applause for you, man.
Thank
Wow,
you.
I
I
like
have an
this.
amazing team. I can't do it alone, especially as an entrepreneur. We always feel like we can do everything ourselves. And I realize that you cannot do it alone. You need to delegate and you need to build a team. Otherwise than that, you are setting yourself up from failure because a true entrepreneur works on the business and not in the business. So you got to figure out how to get out of the business and work on it and not in it.
Definitely. We like that. We like that. I like that. Oh, so also, like, I saved a little bit of, sauce for the last, you know what I mean?
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah. So, we're working on Ghetto Pot. You know what I mean? The Caribbean mini series, you know what I mean? And, we definitely want to come to New York, and I want to take this opportunity to ask you as a boss lady, if it's possible for us to write in Lavish, one of your locations right there in Manhattan in a little seed and Ghetto Pot so we can come up there and, probably catch you in action, you know what I mean? And, come bless
So
the
wait a minute
series.
then. So wait a minute there. No matter how holy but ghetto clients. Of course I do. I welcome everybody. But you never come ghetto up the place.
No, well, I like that. I like that, and that's why I put it like that because a lot of people are gonna hear the word, the title "ghetto pot" and think it's about the ghetto. The world is a ghetto right now, and a lot of beautiful things come from the ghetto. Some of the most
Absolutely, I
successful
came from
people,
the ghetto.
exactly. Some of the most successful people around the world came from the ghetto, and what we're trying to do is to try to change the narrative. So you may hear it, think about ghetto pot, and it's gonna be something completely different. That's why we're asking you.
I love that.
You understand what I'm saying? Changing the narrative and bringing something different. Show the different side of the Caribbean. We want
I love that.
to showcase you that a girl from the ghetto can become Dr. Leslie Nesbitt and create something this beautiful and magnificent as I Love Skin. So people like you are like what we call, the garlic that we're going to be adding to Get Apart right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll
You
be
know,
that. Well, anywhere I can help, I'm here.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate it. And I definitely want to say thank you very much for taking the time out, to sharing your time and your knowledge and your wisdom and experience right here with us with Speaker TV. And I hope that you people out there that's listening, somebody out there, at least 10 of you, at least 100 of you, at least 1,000 of you, take heed. 10,000 of you take heed. You know what I mean? So at least by 2021, we can have at least 1,000 new millionaires out there to help other people. You get what I'm saying? Any final words?
I just want everybody to know, whoever is interested in any one of my businesses, they can and just want to talk and just want to know how to. They can always reach me at leslie@leslienesbitt.com, and I will always answer any questions. I can help. If I can help anyone become successful, that's like helping me become successful myself, because I can reach back and say, child, lend me a little thing now.
Definitely. You know what I mean? And Speaker TV is a testimony of that. So you don't know the thing going on, boss lady. Check so cut, you get what I say? It's all
Sounds
about
like
planting
that.
positive seeds. And this is where a lot of people don't understand the concept of blessings. This is what people don't understand, the concept of planting residual incomes. You have to create separate streams. You can't just say, okay, I have the glass right here and the glass is full, so I'm good. Because every time you take a sip out of that glass, you need to replenish it with more of that sip that you replace, or double that sip, or else it's always just gonna be that full glass. You know what I mean? So, what word of advice that you have for other people out there right now, Dr. Nesbitt, as far as dealing with this coronavirus and staying safe and sanitized?
Oh God, it's very important because, like I said, my partner is on the front line of this, and he's at Harlem Hospital, and there's over 30 people a day that's dying over there at Harlem Hospital. And what we've learned now about this virus is that it affects those with a lot of pre-existing conditions, and the pre-existing conditions is what a lot of us Black folks have, and a lot of us poor folks have, and those are diabetes. Hypertension, asthma, and those are, everyone is going to get the virus, but who is going to survive the virus is one of the main things. And who has a less chance to survive this coronavirus are those with the pre-existing conditions. And unfortunately, we Black folks are the ones who have a lot of those pre-existing conditions. So, this is a time for us to reflect on what we want our life to be moving forward. No one can guarantee what's going to happen to them tomorrow. But because we're at the lower end of this stick right now, and it's affecting us more than anything. They always say in the Caribbean, I think we get the shit end of the stick. So we got the shit under the stick here when it comes to this coronavirus. So we definitely need to get our act together, because a lot of these pre-existing conditions is because of our lifestyle. So we need to develop better, healthier habits. And stay home. Stay home, but as you home, change your lifestyle, change your mindset, eat healthy, exercise, and so that we won't be the status quo anymore. Because I can tell you this, because it's a Black folks disease, they ain't gonna care about it anymore.
That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. Thank you very, very, very much. The Skin God for blessing us right here on Speak It TV podcast for entrepreneurs. I wish you nothing but very, 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 very safe life, success, best of health and happiness, and everything that this universe has in store for you as far as blessings and the good stuff, all right?
Yes, I also want to tell you that I'm so grateful that you have created this platform for people like myself to be able to share one or two life experiences with those who want to venture into this entrepreneurial world. So I'm grateful for you as well. So keep up the good job. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
Definitely appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Oh my God, that was Leslie Nesbitt right there. They call her the Skin God. I hope you had your pen and your papers. That was a lot of good information right there. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a blessing during this coronavirus to have somebody of her caliber take her time out, and share so much information with us. I hope that you learned something. I hope that somebody out there, at least 5, 10, 10,000 people out there are able to use this information and better their lives, all right? This is Andre Porter, representing for Speak It TV. Speak It TV, where we encourage you to speak your greatness into existence. I hope you stay safe. I hope you stay sanitized. Stay inside, all right?